the new Dave Gilmour album. Are you excited about that being a lifetime Floydie?
Yeah, I am. You know, I listened to like I was pleasantly surprised with the first song that came out. The one that he did with his daughter, I wasn't as impressed with. But I'm looking forward to it. Like I want to give it a whole chance. I don't want to listen to anything else. I don't know if he's released more than those 2 singles or not.
I think there's a third one come out, which I did hear, but I did hear the one with his daughter, which I didn't do my research and I can't remember the name of, which is very sad. But I thought she's not a good singer. She's okay.
Yeah, it's in tune.
But she's not. I was singing along, and I was watching the lyrics come up on screen, and I'm singing with them. And I think, oh my God, she's missing so many beats. She's got no. It's like she knows how to open her throat and make a note, but she doesn't know how to throw herself at the lyrics in the right way, you know. And I thought,
yeah,
I know she's his granddaughter, is that right? Yes, granddaughter.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's granddaughter, yes, which is a special kind of thing. You know, I understand.
Me too.
I understand that that's a thing, you know, that you'd want to put your granddaughter on your album. Great. But could you not have instructed? Because Dave Gilmour's a great vocalist. He doesn't miss the opportunity to bite into a word and sort of ram it home. But she didn't seem to have that. And I wonder how young she was when she did that, because it could be because he hasn't made an album for a long time. She might have just been a teenager when she made that. She maybe still is a teenager, I don't know. But, you know, if it was me, I would have used that as an opportunity to say to that young lady, go to a vocal coach, come back once you've learned a few tricks, and we'll try that again.
Yeah.
That's the way I would have done it, because it's not up to the a lot of people in the comments were just, they didn't care that it was kind of low key. They just were all giddy about the idea that he was doing it with his granddaughter. So I was going to put in a comment, and I thought, no, I'm not going to piss on these people's parade. You know, they're loving it, and I'm only going to get abuse for it. Nobody will understand what I'm talking about. But I thought the guitar playing was quite good, but sounded a little bit at times. I might have thought it was a little bit arthritic. What did you think about it?
Well, yeah, that's, you know, so far I haven't been impressed with the guitar work the way I normally am with Dave Gilmour. Now, the thing with Dave Gilmour is, On an Island had a couple of tracks that grabbed me right away, but in hindsight, On an Island is one of the, like, is a great album. Like, I think that's an amazing album. You know, it's grown on me over the years. The same way like Division Bell did. Like, Division Bell took dozens and dozens of listens before I could appreciate it for what it is. So what am I planning on doing is when the album comes out, I'm going to try and, I have a few albums I kind of want to listen to at the same time, I think, and I'm going to try and do one of my old school psychedelic listening sessions and give it like the nice Pink Floyd treatment, let it, you know, be trippy and everything. But I get nervous because Dave Gilmour has been quoted as saying this is the best thing he's done since Dark Side of the Moon. Right, which makes me think that maybe he didn't have so much to do with Dark Side of the Moon being great then, you know, because, you know, but I mean, that's a tall thing to say, right?
Oh, I think he did. He did.
You're right, he did, but
he definitely did, and he knows it too.
Yeah, but you know what I mean though, like, it's like Dark Side of the Moon is not even necessarily my favorite Pink Floyd album. You know, it's an amazing album. You know, my favorite Pink Floyd album is probably Animals. It always seems to be. And I know yours favorite is Metal, I think, right?
Definitely,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, and Metal, I think, I like Metal at times more than Dark Side of the Moon. It's got more of a rawness and emotion to it and more experimental stuff to it, right? Like One of These Days and Echoes are like two
I even love
beautiful bookmarks.
I love the silly songs, you know, the stupid little songs on it, you know, that shouldn't
me too.
That shouldn't be anything, like, you know, it just they're just so they're so redolent of that time. I think that's why I love it, you know. Echoes, gosh, fantastic. Pillow of Winds and stuff like that. Yeah, I love all of that. Saint-Tropez makes the hair stand up the back of my neck. I love that too. Yes, it's so good.
And Fearless, Fearless was the song that made me learn how to appreciate poetry, right? Like, my dad was showing me Metal. Like, he bought Metal on CD one time, like in the 90s. And then immediately took all the CDs he bought and put them on tape so he could listen to them in his truck. and he was like falling in love with these Pink Floyd albums he had on vinyl. He hadn't listened to much in the last 10 years or something, you know? And I was part of that experience. My dad falling in love with his Pink Floyd favorites.
Yeah.
And he was like, we were listening to Fearless, and he's like talking about how he pictures the song, like, and what the lyrics mean to him, you know? And I remember like listening to that and then taking it on my own, grabbing the CD and putting it in my headphones on and listening in my bedroom, listening to it over and over again and picturing what my dad pictured, you know, you know, from that song. And like, you know, so like that album is very special to me, you know? So for Dave Gilmour, you know, at his age and his he's not very prolific, and his wife writes his lyrics and whatnot. And, you know, for him to come out and say that this album is the best thing he's done since Dark Side of the Moon, that's a tall order. Like, and in my experience, when musicians say these kind of things, either I'm not mature enough to get what they're really trying to say and what they really mean, or the music just isn't that good. It's just, to them, it makes them feel as good as they did, or the best they felt about it since Dark Side of the Moon, or whatever it is. So I'm trying my best to stop thinking about that. I'm going to try and appreciate it for what it is. And I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. I'm sure I'll probably enjoy it, you know, in ways that, like, you know, I think I'm going to dig it. I just got to give it the chance and the moment to do it.